All right, we are going to work on our number tracing. So you need to get your numbers, your whiteboard marker, and an eraser. Before we start with our marker, we are going to trace the numbers with our pointer finger. So get out your magic writing finger, give it a magic whirl, give it a magic blow. Let's wake it up. Get ready. And we are going to work on tracing the numbers first. So you notice each number has a dot. That is where we start. We always start at the top. So take your magic writing finger and let's start with 1. Start at the dot and pull straight down. 2, curve up and around, diagonal line to the bottom and across. 3, around the tree, around the tree. That's the way we make a 3. 4, start at the top, go down to the middle, across the middle. Then I'm going to lift up and go all the way back up and pull straight down. 5, start at the top, go down to the middle, curve around, lift all the way off and go back to the top and add our hat. Now let's do numbers 6 through 10. Let's fit it in here. 6, start at the top. We're going to go down, curve, and add a circle. Let's do that one more time. Notice I don't lift my finger off at all. Curve down, around, and add a circle. 7, across the top, diagonal line down to the bottom. 8, I'm going to start at the top. I'm going to curve around, cross through the middle, come down, almost like we're making the letter S, but I'm going to connect back through the middle. Let's do that one more time. Start at number 1, where the dot is. Curve like you're making an S. Down, back up and around. 9, circle on top, straight line down. Notice I did not lift my finger up. Start at the dot, circle around, straight down. And number 10, number 1, and a 0. And our 0 is an oval shape, not a circle. So we have our number 1 and a 0. Okay, now you can get your whiteboard marker. And remember, we take our lid off, put it at the end so we don't lose it. And when we are writing, we make an L with our hand, and the marker goes in here. I'm going to pinch it with these 2 fingers, and the rest stay down. If you're having trouble doing that, you can take your eraser or a tissue, ball it up, and hold it like that with those 3 fingers, and these ones stay up to make your L. And then you can rest your marker in there so you're pinching, and these 3 stay down. So now we are ready to write, and you can pause the video at any time if you need to slow down. So remember, we always start at the top. So I'm going to go to the dot, and I'm going to go straight down, slow and steady, so I stay on those dotted lines. I'm staying between our top line and our bottom line. Number 2, start at the dot, curve around, diagonal line to the bottom, and straight across. Number 3, start at the dot, curve around to the middle, and curve around to the bottom. Number 4, start at the top, go down to the middle, across the middle, then I'm going to lift up, go all the way back to the top, and pull straight down. Number 5, start at the top, go down to the middle, curve around, then I'm going to lift up and go back to the top and add my hat. And I'm looking back at my numbers and I'm going to check, did I stay between the top and the bottom line for every number? A little bit down here, I messed up. So I'm going to erase that one and I'm going to practice that one again. I'm going to start at the top and go down to the middle. Then I'm going to curve around and add my hat. Now you get to practice down here. You're going to see these dots. That's where you start your number. So number 1, I'm starting at the dot and I'm going to go straight down. And I want my numbers to look like the ones on top. 2, remember, curve up, touch the top line, curve down and start to make your diagonal line, and then go across the bottom. 3, starting at the dot, curve up, and notice my marker has to move up to touch the line. If I just start here like this, I don't touch that line. So I start at my dot, curve up, touch the top line, around to the middle, then out and around to the bottom. 4, start at the top, down to the middle, across the middle, lift all the way back up, move up to the top, and come straight down. 5, start at the dot, go down to the middle, curve out and around to the bottom, lift all the way off, and add your hat. Let's flip it over and do 6 through 10. So I'm going to start at the dot, curve out and around, making a circle. 7, across the top, diagonal line to the bottom. 8, start at the dot, curve around, cross through the middle, curve down like we're making the letter S, but I need to connect the 2 lines. 9, start at the dot, circle up top, straight line down. And then 10 is our 1 and our 0. Now you try down here. Start at the dot, and if you want, you can practice with your finger first. Again, curve around, circle on the bottom. It almost looks like we're making an uppercase C. Across the top, diagonal to the bottom. 8, I'm going to curve up a little bit to touch that top line, cross through our middle, start curving back up, and connect the 2 lines. Circle up top, straight line down, and then 10, straight line, and our 0. Good job. So you can keep practicing your numbers, erase and do them over, practice using it with your tracing with your finger first, and then do the marker.